So basically, the cameras around the system, they pick up on things that look like guns. I guess just the way you guys were eating chips, Doritos, or whatever, it picked it up as a gun. That's all.
Hello, everybody. Ace75 here, and today we're going to be looking at some two cases here where AI kind of mistaken and showing how good it is, and yeah, let's get right into it. Sorry if my greet didn't sound super crazy right there. I took like about 20 times and none of it came out right. But anyways, this first video that we're gonna be listening to right here or watching right here, my bad, was it is gonna be about this guy. He wants to go play some poker or something, and he gets arrested because apparently the AI system in the casino thought he was another guy named Michael, and cops show up and arrest him. So yeah, we're gonna be checking that out right now.
A few months earlier, a man named Michael had been trespassed from the casino for sleeping on the premises.
All right, man. So this is who you are?
Yes. What your Miss Jagger is your first name or last name?
Last name.
All right, Mr. Jagger. Yes, that is who I am. I drive the semis for UPS. I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike. I'm a craps player here. Look, there's my socks for
Okay.
UPS. Can you please, you got a gun here. Will you please take me out of these cuffs? My shoulders are killing me.
You're going to sit there for a minute, man. So
when the officer gets there, he asks him if ask him for his ID and try to figure out if he's really Jason, who he says he is, or if he's this Michael guy. He says right here that his shoulder is it's kind of hurting a bit, and then later on, after all this happens, he does file a report on the officer, and also says that he was hurt in the process because they wouldn't like loosen up the restraints on him.
He's 5'9" and that's a 6'1".
yeah.
This isn't the only difference between Michael and Jason's IDs. Jason is listed as 7 years younger than Michael and says that he weighs 50 pounds more. As well, the signatures are different. In his report, Officer Jagger wrote, quote, "The associated demographics on each driver's license were fairly similar, with the only major distinction being hazel and blue eyes, which are by their very nature similar eye colors and are dependent upon lighting."
I won't lie, I was still kind of stuck on the image because by looking at it side by side, they do really look pretty similar to each other, right? Uh, the difference that they have to go by is like basically like the descriptions on the IDs, but the main thing that they're looking at whenever they look at it is the eye color, and they're saying that just because he could be like a little looking up or turned to the side or something, that it's maybe the lighting is making the eyes look kind of different colors since they're kind of similar, I guess. But yeah, they end up, even though he ends up running the ID and it does bring up that he is telling the truth, that he is who he says he is, the officer still thinks still believes it's Michael, and still believes that the ID is probably fake. And when you watch it, you could kind of feel like the cop, like kind of like, man, I think you probably got the wrong guy. But at that point in time, you already think he's probably already too much into it, where he's like can't really back out now, I guess. Um, but in the thing on his report, he says there's not that much differences that he could see or whatever, even though the ID says it. But it could just be him. He probably just generally didn't think that he was telling the truth or whatever. It could also be just him like try to put like leeway, so because he's getting like they're getting sued for it, so he's like, they kind of don't really look that different from each other. But to be honest, they kind of do look a little bit of the same. The only difference is that like, I guess you could change hairstyle, but the hair looked kind of different to me. The goatee, obviously, and the eye colors. I don't know. I think you could also tell a little bit of their height a bit. because one looks kind of, I don't know. But yeah, let's get back into it. Also, real quick, I just wanted to say, he had like other stuff to show that he was, there. Like, uh, he was talking about like his UPS socks, but not just that, but he had a check stub with his name on it in the car. He also had a vehicle registration with his name on it, and a Department of Transportation medical card with his name on it, a Teamster Local 533 Union card, and also a vehicle insurance card. He had all that in his name in his vehicle, and cop was like, "Nah, the only way we could figure out if it's really you or not is if we take those fingerprints." So yeah, he's gonna take him in right now.
It wasn't long before the fingerprint analysis conclusively established that Jason had been telling the truth all along, and he was in fact Jason Killinger. Later that same day, around 4 p.m., Jason was released from the jail on his own recognizance. The day after his release on September 18, 2023, he went to renowned Urgent Care Vista, where he was diagnosed with a strain of both the right and left shoulder and contusions on both wrists.
But like I said, afterwards, after he was released, like the day after, he filed the police report. And if you think bringing him to the station was pretty bad, they brought him in, made him stay after, running his fingerprints. Even though he's innocent in all this, and they thought he was somebody else, he still had this on his record. And he's done like no crime at all in his entire life, and still had this put on his record for some reason, even though he didn't do it and proved it and all that. But yeah, I'm hoping he wins that, and hopefully they can find a way to get it off his record. I don't know if that's possible, but hopefully. But if you guys thought that was it, that was the only thing I'd be talking about on here, well, that wasn't the only thing I was cooking up here, That's only half the mayonnaise. This next video we got here is these cops got an alert from the school saying that their AI system picked up a what appeared to be a gun, but it turned out to be not that. Let's look at that right here.
Yes, you. Come here. Keep your hands on your head. Keep walking towards me.
With guns drawn, Baltimore County Police surrounded a group of students at Kenwood High School Monday night after the OmniAlert AI gun detection system warned school leaders that the student had a gun. Body camera footage shows police detaining all of those students and then searching one of them.
Now, I don't want to say anything like too crazy, right? But the cops are there because they heard one of the kids had a gun, and not knowing what it's for, I get why they're going like this, but at the same time, it's like you don't know what the kid's intentions are, and have him surrounded by all these people, you know what I'm saying, all these other kids, so it's like, I don't know, they kind of went hard for no reason, but at the same time, for people who probably say like, yo, he has a gun, I guess I'll also get that. But yeah, if nothing really happened, I don't really know. But yeah, they came over here, pointed a gun at all these kids, and basically was trying to find the person who had it. But yeah, we're gonna find out right now. It's not that. It's not a gun.
That's what it looks like right here. It looks like that. Yeah.
After confirming there was no weapon, the Department of School Safety and Security reviewed and canceled the initial alert.
So basically the cameras around the system, they pick up on things that look like guns. I guess just the way you guys were eating chips, Doritos, whatever, it picked it up as a gun. That's all.
With this one, they reached out to the police station for a report, or the department, and basically said that they were just going out there to see an armed individual, and I believe the school also was talking about it, saying that it was supposed to detect any anything like that, and they said it basically did their job, which a bag of chips, I don't think it did its job there. But either or, I feel bad for both the kids here and the officers. You know what I'm saying? The kids were obviously traumatized. They had guns pointed at them, and they were arrested for something they clearly had none of or had nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? And the officers were just they're literally doing their job. They don't know if somebody has a weapon or not. They're just there doing basically what they were told, what they were called for, and it was all AI's fault. So, yeah, that's basically it. All I got for those two clips there, and I just want to thank everyone who watched this video. I want to thank everyone who watched my last video. Like Jack Doherty, pretty big, right? And not gonna lie, I didn't think what's the name was gonna get the same amount of views, but yeah, thank y'all for both those videos, and hopefully I get a lot on this one as well. And if y'all stuck around, I just want to say thank y'all so much for watching. And if you like it, give me a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you, and bye.